Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jordan Norell, making another daily video on healing circumcision trauma. And today I want to do kind of a counter, sort of the opposite of what I did yesterday, which was really just going super intensely into that pain of circumcision, of the trauma of it. And today is more so bringing the kindness, the gentleness, the loving attention to that hurt part of yourself. So again, the reason for doing this is, really just to reset those pathways in your brain, so that your automatic response when you feel pain around circumcision is, one, to not sort of just try to escape it, which is what we normally do, and then to bring kindness to that, to bring care, to hold yourself, to automatically for your response to be being open and loving towards yourself, rather than filled with hatred or rage or grief or what have you, and not getting rid of those things, but just simply bringing love to them, so that we can transform them in yourself. And if you want to, you can also bring this to social situations with other people as well. I find that the more I sort of am gentle with the conversation, it tends to actually go really well, and people who are not open to it can be often softened if you really have empathy for them and have a conversation. But that takes really doing this for yourself and having this empathy for yourself to facilitate your own healing first. So, to start today, let's take a few deep breaths. If there are any new viewers, just so you know, I always am doing manual restoration while doing this, and I'd highly recommend foreskin restoration to anyone trying to heal from circumcision trauma. Foreskin restoration, even just in itself, can be a great way to heal the trauma, and especially if your skin grows faster than mine. For me, it'll take 20 years or more. So yeah, that's why every day while I'm doing these videos, I'm also restoring at the same time, and recommend that both physical and emotional healing simultaneously is a great way to do it. And manual restoration works really, really well compared to other methods I've used. So anyways, just another couple more deep breaths. Allowing yourself to relax. Just be completely present in this moment, letting go of what's been going on earlier this day, or what do you have to do later today. Just being here, present in your body, aware of the weight of your body in the chair, feet on the floor. And then again, bringing circumcision to mind. So just thinking about circumcision, about all the thoughts that come up around that, your experiences of it, if there's any images that come up when you think about the reality of circumcision, which is that part of your penis was forcibly cut off as a child or as an adult, that you had the most sensitive part of your body destroyed, the loss of that, the betrayal of that, the pain of that, resentment, regret, anger. Knowing exactly what you've lost. You can even picture your foreskin and what it would have been. Knowing that you don't have that, and you should. Just allowing all those feelings to come up. And as you're breathing, feeling this pain, this knowledge of circumcision, of what that is, how it's affected you, really getting into that experience. Getting closer to that pain. To those feelings of anger or despair, hatred. Just noticing where you feel those in your body. Noticing the qualities of those feelings, their texture, their weight or lightness, their color. And seeing how your heart feels in response to all of that. Knowing this horrible act that was done to you. What is the core of that feeling that you get, and can you really just allow yourself to be with that pain, to experience it? Fully opening up, fully being here with it. Feeling in your body, how do you respond to circumcision? And to all of the ways that that has affected you. And then see if you can feel some softness for that part of yourself that's hurting right now. Really have compassion, have empathy, the willingness to feel and the desire to heal. I call empathy the willingness to feel that pain, being willing to just really feel whatever you're feeling. Empathy for yourself and compassion for yourself is that desire to reach out and heal yourself, to help yourself up, to soothe yourself. So can you feel some empathy and compassion for that pain in you? You can visualize your heart just opening up and allowing that pain to be there inside it. Holding yourself. even feeling love sort of radiating from your heart to transform, to move that pain. Being kind to yourself, patient, just allowing yourself to relax. And remember, as you do this, there's no wrong way to do it. Everyone has a different experience. It's just being here in this moment with yourself, allowing whatever is arising to arise, bringing that intention to heal and doing what you can to bring love to that hurt part of yourself. So again, really thinking about circumcision, about how that has affected you in your life. You can even imagine how it's affected you at different times in your life. So think about as a baby, how that really affected you, the trauma in that moment. And then how that affected you moving into toddlerhood and childhood. All the life events that it has altered. Thinking about mid or late childhood, adolescence, how it affected you during your teenage years, your later teenage years, and your sexuality. Into your 20s, probably by this point you'd sort of found out more about it. Or maybe not, but as you continue to have sexual experiences and learn more about it, and how has it affected your relationships with your family, with friends, with significant others. Just knowing how it could have all been very different. If you're older than your 20s, you can also imagine how it has affected you, or how it will continue to affect you as your life continues. Really feeling that pain, that ache of wishing that things were different, knowing that it would have been so easy for them to be different. Allowing all of that pain, trauma, regret to bubble up in you, to even fill your body. If you feel rage or hatred or anger, allowing yourself to really feel that, to really have empathy for that. It's okay to feel whatever you feel about this. It's okay to feel grief and despair and longing. Just leaning into all of those feelings. Again, noticing in your body, where do you feel that? How does your face respond? Neck, shoulders, chest, stomach, groin area. Just scanning down and feeling where there's tightness or pain or shaking. And opening up and really feeling all of those feelings and experiences. No need to repress any of it. You can even feel it increasing in intensity. Just filling you up, filling your body with those feelings. And then again, having complete warmth for that. Feeling the warmth in your heart. It can be just a very dim glow. But know that that fire in you is still alive, that desire to heal. That's why you're here. That longing to feel life and pleasure and happiness. Allowing that to seep out into the pain. And noticing how that starts to transform it. Does the color change? Does the feeling of pain or tightness transform? Allowing yourself to be completely kind to yourself. Gentle with yourself. Again, just relaxing with that pain. Even feeling love for yourself and all your pain. Even though that's a very overused word, it's love, it's that deep oneness with yourself, desire to reach out and heal yourself. To connect with yourself. So feeling, again, just feeling that warmth in your heart radiating out. Stronger and stronger, a complete desire for the healing of all of that pain. From yourself, starting at infancy. You can even imagine yourself holding yourself or comforting yourself, protecting yourself. How you would have treated yourself if you were your own parent. Feeling that love, that kindness, and care. And allowing yourself to feel the sadness that you couldn't have that. But continuing to just pour that love into yourself. Thinking of yourself in childhood. Opening your heart to that. Feel that kindness radiating out towards yourself in late childhood and adolescence. all the love that you deserve flowing into yourself in your late teenage years. Again, feeling any pain that comes up, feeling any sadness or anger or whatever emotion. Just completely allowing that being the space that that can arise in. Feeling the love for yourself in your 20s. Even if that's how old you are now. Knowing the connection, the happiness, the pleasure that you deserve. And just allowing yourself to completely wish that for yourself, to completely wish yourself healing. A rebirth into a new you. Alright. Now, just one more time, bringing circumcision to mind, all of the pain, all of the trauma, all of the rage and hatred and grief and despair. All of that and all of its intensity, everything you've ever felt around this, and the way that it's affected you, how it's changed you, how it's hurt you. Allowing that to fill your whole body and your whole experience, fill the room with all of that pain. Take a few deep breaths and just allow yourself to really feel all of the despair, the tragedy of your genital mutilation. Really feeling that. And then feeling in your core, in your heart, the love that wants it to be different. And allowing all of that experience to be held inside your heart. Your heart can be as big as the whole universe. The space that all of that is happening in. That since birth to now has all been held in. And allowing that space to just be completely loving. To be completely patient. Allow that space to be light. To have levity and warmth. Kindness. Allow that pain to just relax into the space. Allow it to melt back into that space of love. Allowing that tension to relax. Allowing your body to relax. From your head to your toe, feeling every muscle completely go limp. Relaxing in your heart, feeling that warmth holding you, holding the pain, and transforming everything back into space, back into pure possibility. Openness. Everything just releasing. Just taking a last few deep breaths. As you start to come back into your body, noticing the sounds, sound of my voice, sound of whatever else you hear around you. Experiencing your weight in the chair, feet on the floor. Feeling your breath as your chest, stomach rise and fall. Then taking a minute to stretch, to just let all of that out. And shake a little bit to let it all out of your system. And if you have your eyes closed, you can open your eyes and just come back to the room again. So that's today's exercise. I like this one a lot. As I've said before, you can come back and re-listen to these. You can repeat them as many times as you want to. Pick out your favorite ones, make a list. I may do that too. Go through the exercises and pick out the ones that suck and let go of those ones and make a playlist of just the good ones. But anyways, yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for doing this for yourself, for me, for the world. Peace, joy, love, happiness to you all. And yeah, start thinking about something that's, if you haven't talked to someone about circumcision ever before, or you do it rarely, or you do it often, maybe you could do it a little bit more. Maybe there's one situation when you haven't talked to someone about circumcision that you could. Maybe you could start thinking about what's a way I could bring it into a conversation. If someone brings it up, if it just comes up naturally, how will I respond? Talking about this issue with others can be really, really powerful for healing. It can be also very difficult. Maybe I should make a video about that. But it's a personal journey. It's doing your own healing can really help to move towards that. And then just thinking about it and, how do you communicate? What would be a way that you might bring it up? How would you talk about it? Thinking about that can be really useful, and even just thinking about connecting with someone can sort of bring some healing, because this is really a lonely journey sometimes, and it can be really helpful to be able to share with others the fact that this has been painful for you and that you really think children shouldn't be circumcised. So think about that. It's your assignment, I guess. Even if it's just for a minute or two right now. Otherwise, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Gonna do this at exactly 30.